Welcome, everybody. We're going to redo the intro here. Actually, we're going to add the flags first, I guess. We got two players ready to go, ready to fire on all cylinders here. We've got round 3. So the good news for these guys is the losing player will still be silver at this stage. And just doing a quick little glance to make sure there's no bugs of any kind. Everything looks fine. We did have to do a restart before this for a bit of a map bug. So it's not showing their elos on screen, but I think we've got something like 2,400 elo, maybe 2,500 elo. Someone can do a hashtag match for me in chat and I can add it. But point is, both these players are really good shape, really good form. Monoz is kind of a fun story. Monoz is yet again a player who's been around the game at a high level for about 20 years, guys. I remember watching a game between Monoz and Slam that I think was from 2006. And it was a full feudal Huns war from Slam against Monoz, who was in Castle Age. Game went on for over an hour. I asked Monoz about this, like, I don't know, a couple months ago when I played him in a ranked game. I was like, do you remember the Slam, the old Slam Arabia game? And he immediately was like, ja, 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 you know, and was immediately laughing. He was like, yes, 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 I do. Long time, you know, and we talked about it. So Monoz has been around a long time, right? Cosmonot doesn't maybe have that rich of a history. Has been around for years, of course, and has been getting really good, particularly the last few years. Has been training a lot. I know he's part of the Black Sails team, which is with Dragonstar. And Dragonstar, player from India, is a player who loves to prep. You don't see him on ranked as much. He's someone who's putting in the practice reps. And Dragonstar has done well to stay in Platinum League at the very top. So some of that, I think Dragonstar is just like, you know, passing along to some people, and Cosmonot would be one of them. It's hard for me to say if there's a clear favorite here. I would say that Cosmonot is definitely overall a bit faster. And I think if these games go longer, I would maybe prefer him. Monoz is really good at like putting his pedal to the metal when it matters. And here, I'll put their elo up here. By that, I mean, like, Monoz is a player of commitment. You can get really far if you can hard commit. So already, looking at this, usually the play is you need to expand and build TCs in the middle and like different areas of the wood lines and stuff. And so you don't tend to see a crazy ton of wood spend early because you're going to run out of wood. If this turns into an archer battle as Monoz is pushing in 2 Zebra at the same time, I think this will be like triple range from Monoz. Triple range, siege. I think Castle Age, he's going to send it. But obviously, he's got to get there. So I like both civs. No issues there. Portuguese, good, nice and smooth eco, cheap units. Shu, they get the food from when chopping the trees. Excuse me, sorry. Not a lot of trees on this map, of course. You have to be very careful walling between them, but pretty good map to wall up here for Cosmonot. This is a really good map. This gold in the back is crazy strong. I don't know if he would necessarily wall this early if he didn't feel like his map was really good. Now, Monoz is actually better before anyone goes, wow, this is a map win, and just like wants to overly simplify the entire game, which some people can do. You got to keep in mind that all of the wood lines are exposed for Cosmonot. So generally speaking, if someone has a back gold or max back stone, they're going to have a forward wood line. There's something else is going to be forward. So in this case, Monoz has these 2 chunks of wood in the back. That's really nice. You can essentially use that to build up army, then and protect the map, and then, of course, fight and protect the gold. But both players on the way up here, guys. Thanks again. Eng Square, first-time chatter, says there's a player from India, question mark, with a surprise face. Enk, are you from India? You do have a couple. Unfortunately, the second best player from India, Doomster, did not sign up, was not in this tournament. That was disappointing. I think he was just inactive at the time. But Dragonstar is definitely your best player. And Dragonstar is really good. Been around a long time. I'd encourage you to look at maybe the Extras channel. You can find some of the Dragonstar sets from last year of Titans League. But he will be in some of the upper brackets of Titans League. And yeah, Dragonstar trying to unite the rest and improve the rest of the players out there from India, too. It's cool to see. So, as open as this map looks, while it is advertised as an aggressive map, usually what happens is feudal age is pretty chill. Like, we've gotten to the level now where feudal age is pretty chill. There's not a ton happening. And then what ends up happening is castle age gets crazy. So, Kozmonot going to open with an archery range. Monoz is going to see that. And Monoz is also opening with an archery range. So, both players are just going to start with archers. I was imagining the castle age was going to be something like double range crossbowmen. Maybe some skirms. So they're going to start it off with the ranged units now. Both players shifting some vills over to gold. Was it Dragonstar who won Cav Archers with Koreans? Yeah, Dragonstar did that. Dragonstar was also the one who went for the Thing. So some of you guys will remember the Thing. If you don't know what the Thing was, it's way too specific to explain. Maybe there will be a new thing from Dragonstar this season. I don't know. T90, who is the best American AoE2 player? Is it you? Question mark. It is not me, no. Daniel is the best. I could be considered second. But we would need another USA Cup to happen to truly determine this. Maybe something I'm working on. Wink, wink, wink. But yeah, I think Daniel is definitely the most talented player. And I really don't think it's particularly close. But he's not as active these days, so I mean, maybe with some prep, someone could take him down. But his aggression just... I mean, I did some practice games with Daniel for some stuff. We maybe played like a dozen games. And I knew what his opening was every single time. I was trying to defend from a certain opening. I think I won like once. He's just so good. He's so fast. he's like 3 times faster than me, so... It's a bit of a struggle. Walls coming up again. Things pretty relaxed here, and it's the first game as well. If you've got nerves, if there's high stakes, this is actually a really nice opening for both players in this regard. Because you don't want... Some people thrive in the chaos. Some people aren't able to play clean. And so then they want that chaotic start, but both players here, they're too good to not be able to play solid. They're basically near perfect so far. And some minor differences. Like right now, Cosmonot has his blacksmith up already. Could get fletching, but I mean, he's not going to be able to range and deny much. I'm not seeing any holes in the walls. Resources collected is basically even. Portuguese get some wood income from their berries, so that's helping right now. And the Shu get the food income from their wood, so kind of reverse bonuses there. But yeah, I think we're going to see them send it. And with the market coming up from Cosmonot, it just has a feeling of he's going to sell a stone and buy a little bit of food just to boost the castle age time. And that spearman there gets spotted. Monoz is actually going to move out. And it does feel like a good thing to move out and try and attack with your army, but still was maybe a little bit surprised. Monoz loves to use the market as well. You can see him building it now. So same thing from both. Both going for the crossbow timing. But Monoz will actually see the prices. He will get slightly less for selling. And he might be like, oh crap, he sold first. Is he up already? Yeah, so if you're Monoz right now, you're just like, oh no, please no, please no, please no. You know, I want to idle, actually. Yeah, don't produce this Vil. And just click up as quickly as possible. Timing is so important here. He's idling. He's dropping off. He's dropping off. He's like, please, 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 give me the food. 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 Boom. It was a painful 30 seconds there. But in that painful 30 seconds doesn't happen for the Shu because that food income's coming in from all the wood. This feels like they're ever so slightly better. Even though resources collected is like even right now. So Archer... Pay attention to their wood situation here, okay? Because they're going to be chopping through. Archers cost a lot of wood. We'll see if they can justify more than one range. T90, how far can you go in this tournament? If I was allowed to play, which I'm not, I think realistically, I would be a silver player. I think I could make it to the second round, potentially win the third, but not anything more than that. Like in a series versus Monoz and Kozmonot, like if this were to be happening and I'm in the third rounds, they might be favored like 3-2, 3-1 or something. I really wish I could play. It'd be, I mean, I cannot express to you how much I wish I could play. But rules are rules. So whether or not I necessarily agree with certain aspects of it, not important right now. I do understand it. Wow, so, okay, Monoz is walking out now. Monoz definitely wants a Siege Workshop. With 1 Vil and no stone for a TC, this is definitely for a Siege Workshop. And sometimes you have to choose between that and Ballistics, right? So, we're going to see the University now for Kozmonot. Kozmonot now dropping the second range. Man, this is extremely clean. The resources for Ballistics is almost immediately going to be there. He's moved over to the left side. I don't think Monoz has necessarily tracked this. However, this isn't really the best position for Kozmonot to hit. The gold is good, though. The gold is good. I take it back. And just that slight castlage advantage mattering already because the pressure is coming in. And get ready for the micro. And the crossbows are there for Monoz, and Monoz able to force that away. Now Monoz has the University, needs Ballistics. Ballistics on the way for him. And the Villager's still up there. You can't go for the Siege yet because you need the Ballistics upgrade. This is crazy. So Monoz will essentially have like 7 seconds without Ballistics. I think this is just going to be a full micro game. And if it's a full micro game and there's a Siege Workshop on the hill for Monoz, that could be the difference. And then there's a Vil coming from Kozmonot. It's the same exact builds for both guys. Ballistics is in right now for Kozmonot, but it's about to be in for Monoz. He realized there, so he starts to dance. And here we go. Ballistics means you're going to have more accurate projectiles, but now they have to do the Ballistics dance. This is crazy close. Crazy close. But it could go either way. This is where I would die, by the way. We're talking about this. The Ballistics stuff, I just not for me. Just not for me. Apparently, it's for Monoz. Monoz has a rhythm down. Monoz has this down pat, and Monoz takes the crossbows. Look at the difference in the bodies. He'll deny the Siege Workshop, and Monoz with like 5 or 6 dodges and kills in a row. Amazing position for him now. Has the Mangonel out too. That's sick. Again, Monoz has been playing high-level AoE since the early 2000s. People weren't doing that back then. The game has progressed a lot. I actually think technically the way projectiles work is slightly different too, so I don't know if it was easier or harder back then, but damn. That was sick. And now look at how bad the wood situation is, right? Like, both players have really crap res right now. But, so, Monoz being able to pressure is huge. And Monoz has, he's building up houses all over the top of this hill, so he has vision on the extra stone up here. And all the extra gold. If he just keeps moving right now, he will find the wood line. And Cosmonaut, you could tell he sat there and he was just like, please don't find me. Like, please go back. But Cosmonaut does have a Siege Workshop at home right now, but things are going to get desperate. He will need to move to another wood line. He's going to move out to the right-hand side. Monoz might not necessarily realize that, but there's nothing over here, so he should. Monoz does not know about the crossbow group from Cosmonaut. Cosmonaut's gone too far. And that is, so like, too far to turn back is what I mean. Honestly, I think if Monoz just moves to the right now, he slaughters Cosmonaut, but he's not sensing it properly. He's pushing back to the left, and now Cosmonaut's coming to the perfect spot on this side. We might even have like a timely overchop here. Oh man, if Cosmonaut hits the wood line, then Monoz will have problems. Monoz gets the attack notification. Now he backs away. But guys, Monoz is not moving his crossbows to this wood line right now. He does not know this wood line is being taken. He needs to find that. Cosmonaut with the defensive shot because Monoz is distracted with this army coming through, and Cosmonaut is not dead yet. And now Monoz also has to panic. That is not the best mining camp we've ever seen from him. He needs wood for a lumber camp. This is horrible for both. And Cosmonaut's got more wood right now. He also doesn't have the hill. Has to micro this. That's a decent shot, but it's not incredible being uphill. These crossbows are going to back away. They don't know how much chaos they've caused. Mangonel gets sniped, and now Kozmonot has to run again. And now I think Monoz will realize. This is what Monoz needed to know. Monoz needed to know that the wood was being taken here. Now I think he can just full focus this area. Now Monoz has new army being produced from home. He can't send forward because this group is going through. He needs to track that. And you cannot lose any engagements right now if you're Kozmonot. You just can't. Monoz probably could be okay, but Monoz has 33 on gold. That is his eco right now. His siege is looking for this. He didn't notice it. He patrolled forward. Kozmonot gets close to the Mangonel into the minimum range. He will snipe this. He will snipe this, and then he can snipe every crossbow, and then he can snipe every villager. What a great turnaround from Kozmonot. Could have easily just been game over from the start, and now Monoz is struggling. Monoz is getting slaughtered, and now they have the fights here, but Kozmonot is getting slaughtered. Really needs his siege to land. He gets it. His Mangonel's still alive, but Monoz can kill that. Monoz can kill that. Monoz will kill that. So, welcome to Kilimanjaro and Castle Age. Both of them are dead. Kozmonot is panicking a town center right now, but he doesn't really have the army to protect it. It's a town center protecting stumps. But I guess that's still enough wood. That's a good call. He needed a TC here. Otherwise, he would lose everything, and he will lose a couple. But the TC completes. Oh, man, Monoz. Monoz has no army. Monoz has no army. He does have siege. He can deal with this. He's bringing some crossbows home. He does have the army here still, and he still has that hill. That hill is going to be so valuable. What a game. What a crazy game. 3 on food for Kozmonot. 0 on food for Monoz. But of course, the Shu, when they have wood income, still get some food. So it's not as bad as it could be. Also, this little wood line in the north, that feels like the best wood line he's ever had in his life. Because it's at least safe right now. Oh, man. Kozmonot just wasn't paying attention for a second. Ran up the hill directly into some volleys there. Monoz. Ah! Monoz gets destroyed by the Mangonel because his units were stacked up. You look away for a second, and you will get punished here, guys. This is a full micro game. Kozmonot up 12 vills, but he has a horrible position on the map. You need the hill here. Not having that's brutal. I actually think it's worth trying to finish that siege workshop at a certain point. Oh! Wow. How did the shot not hit? Crazy micro from both. How did that shot not hit? Crazy micro from both. Both take down the Mangonel, but Monoz is still fine. Monoz still has the hill. Monoz still has the much easier position to fight from. He can move over to this wood line now. He does have this group. Kozmonot's done a really good job with the sneaky crossbows. But I think Monoz will have enough crossbows to deal with that. That was a weird Mangonel engagement. Thought Kozmonot would have had a direct shot there, but he didn't. Where's Kozmonot going to have golds, guys? He has that gold, and that's it. And he gets tracked over here. So, I know the Vil count says that Kozmonot's ahead, but the game position, I would prefer to be in Monoz's position. You can come to the hill and build a TC up here. There's so much you could do. Kozmonot is clearly abandoning going over to this wood line now. And if he doesn't need to fully protect the right side with everything, he could maybe move to the left side. Monoz is trying to track what's happening. Normally pushing this TC would work. Murder Blast in chat says, why doesn't someone make skirms? Look at their food eco. Look up the price of elite skirm. Consider the fact that you would need to get an armor upgrade as well. And you need food. They do not have food. It has gone too far. Siege would just smash skirmishers as well. In different types of games where you have a cleaner economy, skirms is maybe an option. I'm not saying it's a bad thought, but the fact is when the ecos look like this, sometimes you just got to stay on crossbow Mangonel. Weird. Monoz now has somehow missed this whole Mangonel crossbow army moving through the hill. He doesn't know where to go, but if he goes back here, like, he definitely saw Vils leaving the right side. If he sends anything back here, it will be a slaughter. But he just doesn't know. Monoz knows the pressure is going to come, so he's dropping towers now. And he's getting guard tower, which I think will be really useful here. That's a great call from Monoz. And that allows you to push forward. That means you don't have to chase. And now a panic TC from Kozmonot because he knows that army could come through. Kozmonot's army saw the towers, chooses not to push that, which is a good call. And here's the army from Monoz. Monoz will see the town center. There's also a bunch of villagers for the taking here, though. And he can kill them all. Monoz still maybe moving his siege back to the hill because there's Kozmonot. Crazy micro game, man. So much micro. Yeah, villagers going down. Villagers back here can still be found. The micro there from Monoz is looking good. This is really good. The attack rounds hit, but he's uphill. Ends up being better for Kozmonot. Kozmonot actually clears there. But Kozmonot's villagers in the north get found. That's 10 villagers that can't get away now. They will die. And Monoz has better food economy than he had before, too. So he could maybe consider a second TC. He could maybe consider, more importantly, a TC in the middle. Because he still has the siege production there. And Kozmonot now landing a shot. And Kozmonot's got more crossbows. But his eco is so inefficient right now. He still has the shoe eco, which is super OP, but he's losing so many vills. He needs an army over there. He also needs the army in the middle. And he's still trying to micro down siege with crossbows. That's a lot of siege there, but he still can just avoid this one and take down this. Needs an answer to this right now. Okay, Monoz needs to just come to the hill. Like, you got to bring some stuff right now. Make like 5 crossbows. Clear this with your Mangonel. Come to the hill. TC right there. This has been his time. Everything easier said than done, of course. But guys, this is one of those games. It might actually go imp. It's so even right now. And I see Monoz bringing villagers to the middle. I'm guessing it is for a TC we're talking about. It's so tough in your Kozmonot. Everywhere you go, there's houses from the enemy that give vision. And then also your units will patrol into it. So you see the HP on this. It's just from units patrolling into it. It's so awkward. It was such a good call from Monoz to go up there. And Kozmonot tracking Monoz as Monoz tries to run away. And Monoz will have a tough time getting out of this one. He just has to trade. This game won't go imp because of their food ecos. Well, like, I mean, like, imp in a really long time. Like, it's really close right now. Could go imp after an hour. But yeah, it's a good point. Their food ecos are not great. Oh, big shot. But I mean, Monoz, he can tower, but is he towering the right positions here? This is an interesting one to push the TC. Villagers and Scorpion get spotted, but the tower's on the way up now. And they're 1-for-1 with the Mangonels. Here come the crossbows. Honestly, if I'm Kozmonot, I'm still just diving underneath this tower or nearby to kill Vils, though. But you gotta stop this guard tower if you can. That's a lot of villagers building for Monoz. And the Mangonel shot hits, but it might be a little bit too late. What? It's 99.99%. Okay, he finishes it. I thought it was running away from a 99.9% tower. But there's a lot happening. He can't check that. Lost villagers over here. Kozmonot escaping again. Might be able to find a gold over here, too, because he will run out of gold eventually. In fact, he might be out of gold right now. I'd like to see him get to stone on the back if he can. Does he know about any of the golds over here? He doesn't know about that one. He might just be better off placing a lumber camp there. Oh, man, this little guard tower push is so nice. Look at the position of it just slowly creeping in towards the base. This is so nice. And Monoz losing more villagers. He just wanted to stop those units from running through. He will drop a tower back there, so the back of his eco, which basically has nothing, is protected. But he's got the better wood lines. He's got the better stone. He has control of the hill. He's pushing through. And to me, it seems like Monoz, even though he's 18 villagers behind, definitely has the lead right now. The Cosmonot's wood economy is brutal. Maybe found some stone here. He doesn't know what to take right now, Cosmonot. Maybe that gold? I think he's just too busy, and he just lost the mangonel too to Monoz. Monoz has had some really good engagements here. So Monoz has more crossbows, he has more mangonels. And towers kind of everywhere. Man, guard tower was a really good call. Guard tower offensively was a crazy good call. Like, what? How is Cosmonot can't engage into this line of towers? And then he can steal the stone from him? And now he'll melt the TC? Cosmonot found the stone now, but what does stone do for you? You're really going to need the golds. In such a chaotic game, but things have just fallen flat here for Cosmonot. Needs a big shot. Misses. And the crossbows. Oh, the crossbows get the kill. That's not what he needed. Monoz with the good micro. And Monoz will kill the crossbows. He'll finish this tower. He'll build another tower. It's a ring of towers. And GG. What a game, dude. What a crazy game. That was... I mean, that feels so good to win that. Holy. That feels so good to win that to start a series. That was intense. That was just micro all the time. I do think, like, that's what Monoz will do. He is not super defensive in Castle Age when it comes to tournaments. Like, he goes really aggressive. And honestly, I mean, he wasn't faster to Castle Age. You could argue that the Shu were the better civ for this type of game. But this micro moment in the middle, we need to rewatch. The numbers are basically identical. Monoz has one more unit. Cosmonot hit... Cosmonot has an additional armor upgrade and had ballistics first. But it was this moment here. Like this micro from Monoz. Initially, it was kind of even. It's like right now the KD 7-3 for Cosmonot. Now let's watch it. 1 kill for Monoz. 2 kills for Monoz. 3, 4, 5. Loses 1, 6, 7, 8, and then he just kills everything. So all the crossbows go down. He denies the siege workshop. I mean, that was a big turnaround in the KD. And they are not. This is like Turkey to Argentina, so they are not on low ping at all. That's just some great micro right there. And honestly, the rest of the game, it just came down to having the hill, right? Like having this hill position, it just made it so tough for Cosmonot to ever go anywhere. Anything he did, he was just sneaking away. So yeah, GG. But hopefully we get 5 games from these two because it's really close. Monoz with the better KD, better wood, better food eco was there for Cosmonot, even the better gold eco, but he just didn't know where to go. Didn't have a position. So game number 2, I mean, as I said, game 1, I kind of called it would be a crazy one. I don't expect anyone who wants to go super crazy and make this super messy to have quite as much success here. Now, in theory, it is supposed to be an open map. In theory, there is a lot going on here. It's very difficult to play, but it is not nearly as chaotic as that map we just left with how open the wood lines are and how big the hills can punish a player, right? So, Monoz has gone for the Lithuanians. A really nice pick, in my opinion. It's perfect for what you want to see on this map. Oftentimes, you want a civ that's good with scouts or knights. Lithuanians are that. But then also the extra food with a good build means you can go to wood super early, and you can then get the dock up early to take advantage of the swamp aspect. So I honestly, at first thought, I think I prefer the Lithuanians here. I think they're... This start, at least, is really, really nice already. Also like that he's going to bring 2 vills for this. So he doesn't have to get Loom, which we'll explain. Over here, we've got Cosmonot. Cosmonot playing as the Way. So he's going for another new DLC civilization. And I think this civ is really strong as well. They get additional villagers when they research their ecotech. So you're going to get at least 2 vills up if you're getting the farm and the wood tech. And maybe more as the game goes on, obviously. Their cav is strong, so that's a good option. Also, we tend to see a lot of cav archers on this map. So scouts into cav archers is common. And the way Janbei is very strong. It's basically their CA unit. I have been a fan of this unit pretty much since it's been... Well, actually, no. Not since it's been released, because when they released the DLC, it was released with a bug. Which is still hilarious to me. I just can't get over that happened. But anyways, it was bugged for a while. And then I think they buffed it and also fixed the bug, which made it even stronger, but I could be thinking of something else. Either way, it's good now. That's all you need to know. It's kind of like a kip check. So imagine kip check out of an archery range. And that's roughly what this unit ends up being like. Yeah, I like how Monoz brought 2 vills. Because now the villager can't get sniped. Kozmonot is going to leave. He doesn't want a villager around there. So, yeah. Now, okay. I want to tell you there's a new bug that was found with the Wei unique unit, which I doubt we'll see in this game. But there's a new bug that was found the other day. Maybe has been in the game since the DLCs come out. Okay? So, Tiger Cav is the unique unit for the Wei. It's kind of like an anti-archer Cav. Okay? So it's got good stats already, but then also the Tiger Cav, chat, you might need to help me with this, because it's multiple things. Oh, here we go. It gains HP and attack when defeating an enemy military unit, okay? So that's huge. HP and attack when you just get kills. However, if you research a blacksmith technology after your unit has lost HP, you will gain 55 HP back. So let's say you take a fight, you lose like 70 HP, right? And then you complete an armor upgrade, your unit gains 50 HP back. I think this was just found yesterday, so technically with the Tiger Cav, you should be taking fights right now. And then you should be getting your upgrades. And you get your HP back. But yeah, that's an unintended bug. So, that is most likely going to be fixed. I'm sure it'll be fixed, and then there will be some other bugs, so. But guys, look at the uptime from Monoz. He's got 4 fishing ships. He's up already. This is so good. He also collected enough gold just to make 2 fire galleys, because he doesn't want to make fire galleys forever, so he won't even stay on the gold. This build is crazy, dude. This is crazy. Look at the uptime. Fire galleys on the way. Like, look, he got the gold to the number of gold specifically. He got to 90 gold. It is 45 per fire galley. So he is likely going to maintain control in the water. And the thing that has me real excited about this is he can still go into scouts as well after. So his scout's now forward. T90, the unit has to get kills to get the healing. Okay, so it has to get kills and then research attack and then it gets healed up. Okay. Well, either way, it's a bug. I doubt we'll see Tiger Cav in this matchup, but I figured it was a good time to bring it up. Kozmonot should just give up on the water. The only thing I could consider seeing him do is making a demo. But honestly, the fish is almost all gone. So that's something you have to keep in mind as well. There's only like 250 more food there. The scout for Monoz is running around. Monoz does get hit by the spear there. And Kozmonot just wants his eco upgrades. He wants additional vills. And he wants to focus on walls. And walls are perfect for the player who wants to get into the Janbeis or the CA. Someone in my chat asking what you can spend the channel points on. You can spend it on your parents being proud of you and everyone else in chat being impressed. Basically, by that I mean we have no rewards. It's literally just for fun. There is no salmon store, but I'm sure your parents will be impressed. Go tell them. Walls are coming up from Kozmonot. And scouts are still being produced as well. Monoz might feel like maybe he's just not going to make any army. So Monoz has to be careful. And it feels like Kozmonot should be fine here. It's not a big deal that he doesn't have the sheep. It could be considered a big deal he doesn't have the fish. But when you get the additional vills over the opponent, it feels like that'll even out. I really just think Cosmonaut needs to ensure that those walls are complete before moving out here. Monoz is not going the right direction. The walls over here are going to be down. This villager still has time. And now he's moving over to attack Monoz. And Monoz is to wall up as well. So again, like, the previous game, mid-game's crazy punishing. This map could be rather boomy. We could see the second TC, third TC. Lithuanian spears are faster. Monoz just has his spears positioned perfectly. And, oh, that villager stopped building. I don't know who he is or who he thinks he is, but he just screwed over everybody. What was that? Why did he stop? Normally, they continue to build. The Monoz with the quick walls. That really, really nice quick walls as well. And the way he structured that just seems so confident. And now he might bring his scouts back. Now the TC could get some hits here. And now he quick walls it again. And actually, it was all part of the plan, guys. That villager was told by the leader of the people to let these scouts in. They wanted to send them a message. That's really nice. Now you can kill the scouts. You don't lose any vills. And Monoz will have not lost a unit the entire game. I think he will kill everything. Never mind. But you see what I mean. It's still going to be 6-1 KD eventually. Still, though, I think if the plan for Cosmonot was to get to Jean Bays, he is in a really good spot to do so. And I wonder if Monoz expects that. Because if Monoz expects that, Monoz would need to go into skirmishers. Could just try and play cav archers. Lithuanian cav archers are all right. The cav archer feels better because it's a unit that can actually kill villagers and have offensive power. Skirms, while they technically can still kill villagers, don't feel quite as strong in that regard. And damn, dude, it stresses me out when people do that. I never delete part of my wall. I'll build right behind the wall and delete after. Just in the off chance that if I delete a piece of my wall like that, the units run in. It's rare that that happens. You'd have to be extremely unlucky, but it's happened enough times to me where I freak out every time a player does it. Nice snipe there from Cosmonaut. Monoz is now adding fish traps, but the thing is like, the fish traps are all super vulnerable and can just be picked off. So actually, what some people do, guys, is they build the fish traps in the middle. So the fishing ships you can move, and then the fish traps can't be ranged as easily. Mono, of course, choosing not to do that. Double range. Did Mono see that? Mono sees it. Monoz knows that's Jean Base. Has to be. And Monoz has not gone for a range yet. Interesting. I think he'll go range. He's getting fletching now. The only thing is he might go cav archers because you need to be producing the skirmishers already, usually, if you're going to play one range. So I think he's just going to add the second range and try and play cav archers versus Jean Bay. Thank you, Kemiad, for the 14 months. Plotter, thanks for the raid. We have a pause now. Hopefully no big issues. Might just be cat in the keyboard or something. Thank you, Nada Feeder, for the prime. Zamzam. I think we're all caught up. Thank you, guys. Yeah, Bloodlines is going to be needed for both, but especially for the Jean base, because I think Jean Bay HP is like 30-something before Bloodlines. I think with Bloodlines, it takes them up to 56, weirdly. I don't know why it's 50, like, well, I know why it's 56. I know how Bloodlines works, but 56 feels like a very specific number, you know? Whereas with Cav Archer, it's like 50 and 70, more even numbers. Cormiak says, can someone tell me where to get the TTL Season 5 map pack?
Yes.
If you want this map pack that they're doing for bronze, you search in the mod center for TTL5 bronze. But the new seasons, and here are the skirms for Monoz now, that is not going to be the same map pack. We will actually have all new map pack for silver, for gold, and for platinum. So a little confusing there. That'll still technically be Season 5, but that'll be... This is to qualify, essentially, for all those leagues. It's just the build-up towards that. T90, why do players not build outposts? I agree that outposts are really underrated. Right now, since outposts cost stone, you really don't want to be building them because you want town centers. Town centers do cost stone. But yeah, outposts are incredibly underrated in later stages of the game. I need to see them more, in my opinion, from most players. Monoz massing those skirms. Monoz knows it will be Jean Bays. And there they are, but they only have 36 HP, guys. This is not a unit I like until Bloodlines is in. Can you turn around so I can introduce you? Have some manners. Turn around. There we go. There we go. So it looks pretty cool, right? Looks pretty cool. But the no Bloodlines thing is a concern for me. There will also be the He Guang in front. Bloodlines would affect that as well. A second TC, third TC, big economies. And Mono seems a little bit more concerned just about getting Elite Skirmisher first. Does cost a lot of wood. And he's going for all the blacksmith upgrades too. So Monoz is not messing around. Monoz really respects the threat of these Jean Bays. But I think once he has Elite Skirm, he can chase this down. But no Elite Skirm right now is a little bit painful. It has to be careful here. The Jean Bays are here. And was there an overchop or no? See, the first volley from the Jean Bays, it fires additional arrows. And that's what led to that villager getting sniped. And Cosmonot could maybe break through. And Cosmonot's got a big eco behind this, too. Still no Bloodlines means his Jean Bays are really, really vulnerable. But, man, Monoz has really struggled here. Where's the Elite Skirm upgrade? He spent so much gold on the blacksmith text and that monk, he still doesn't have Elite Skirm. I think in his mind, he thought he probably clicked it and he thought it was on the way. Little bit messy. Adds the farms, completes the TCs. It's only one Vil. Not that big a deal. But Vil lead for Cosmonaut because of all the eco techs with the way. Lithuanians get relics. They get extra attack on their cav. That's the first relic for Monoz. A Cosmonaut able to get away. Guys, there's just certain techs that if you go too far into the game, you just completely forget that you don't have it. And Bloodlines is one of those techs. And also, Skirms already kind of counter this unit pretty well. So I think as... Oh, the monks get sniped. So my point is when his units die fast, he might not immediately think, oh shoot, I don't have Bloodlines. Just because his units already are going to die fast to Skirms. But, you know, they've done a lot so far. Killed the villager. Monoz has stayed at home defensively. Killed 2 monks. Somehow didn't kill that villager there. But it's just full map control. And the thing about the way, it's not just the Jean Bays. They also have the unique tech Ming Guang armor, which gives their mounted units more melee armor. If you can just play He Guangs, He Guang Cav, which is basically their knight, with Jean Bay is crazy tough to stop. He's banking up a lot of gold right now, so we might soon start to see more of those out of that stable. Also, a lot on stone. It might be Tiger Cav. He might play Tiger Cav, and then we could maybe see the bug in action. He doesn't have any upgrades right now. Yeah, this is what I meant earlier. Now you've got fish traps exposed in the middle, and those fish traps could just get sniped, right? So you'll move the fishing ships. Fishing traps are 100 wood. Only loses one of them, but still annoying. He is making a demo, though. And Cosmonot might go back. That's smart. A demo raft on units that are 36 HP could wreck. Market makes me think that Cosmonaut wants to buy a castle right now. A Cosmonaut castle somewhere in this area would be decent. And yeah, he's buying the stone. Actually, a castle down here would be good because there's lots of extra gold. We are going to see the Tiger Cav. And so far, the mobility has just been key. Monoz wants those relics. He already has 2. He does not know that the units have looped around back here. Cosmonot hoping to maybe hit a woodline or something back there, but he'll see the mining camp, guys. And he sees the mining camp, and there's no protection for these villagers. Oh, man. The Jean Bays are just going to feast. Don't kill everything. Actually, thought they would kill more. And now the castle's on the way up. Chat, why are you calling the GG? Don't immediately call a GG call because he's killed a total of 6 villagers in a 30-minute game. He's getting relics. He's bringing 2 relics back home. Is that GG? That could be considered GG. Show some fighting spirit, my goodness. I mean, Tiger Cav's on the way, so... My feeling is... This unit's pretty freaking strong. It's just everyone's been going for the He Guang. Everyone's been going for the Jean Bays. The Wei have so many other bonuses to get excited about. The Tiger Cav's starting to be masked. Didn't research any upgrades yet. He might... I mean, it's not really a bug you can plan on taking advantage of. It's also just discovered yesterday. It's just one of those things that, like... Again, I think you have to kill a unit, and then you have to... I mean, you shouldn't even plan around doing it, but... Kill a unit, and then you get an armor upgrade or something. What's the bug? Okay, I'll re-explain it. So this unit, you get HP and attack when you get kills, right? But if you get... if your unit loses HP while getting a kill... There's the demo. There's the demo. There's the demo! Nothing. If your unit loses HP while getting a kill and you research any armor upgrades, you gain 55 HP. Like you gain health boost. Not like max HP, but health boost. You regain health, essentially. Bit says he won't get banned if he abuses the bug. It's not really a bug you can abuse. It's very specific, and it's just going to happen, right? Like, it's not a bug that is, like, clear as day, oh, this guy tried to use an exploit. So, obviously, no. Yeah, you're recovering 50 HP. Just discovered yesterday. I mean, if Monoz can play Halb and Skirm, it's actually, in theory, pretty good against all these units. And Lithuanians do have good trash. And then if Monoz can play for his own Cav, he does have full relics. So playing full Latus here could actually be very strong. But his economy is just not nearly as strong as Kozmonot's. Kozmonot's eco is just insane here, guys. Look at his eco upgrades. Look at his Vil count. Look at his imp time. This is just unbelievable. It's not even close. 2 minutes and 34 seconds of idle TC and everything else has happened. I mean, his army count's flying. He's playing so well. And I don't know where Monoz is going, but hello? Monoz? Okay, he's quick walling to save some of his villagers, but like, oh god, there's stuff happening over here. He wants another he wants a castle? Alright, well, I mean, he doesn't know there's a castle there from Kozmonot. That's part of the problem. Yikes. Yikes. Okay, are there any weak units that have a kill now? Any weak Tiger Cav that have a kill? None of them. His armor's on the way. Yeah, it won't add any health back because it didn't lose any HP. I'm gonna keep an eye on this one. Yeah, it didn't get anything back. That's not what you want to see when you're Monoz, is that your opponent's got 2 castles and is an imp with you. That is a giant army. But a lot of the castle is sniping some Tiger Cav. Never mind. Monoz becomes Twitch chat. Monoz just calls it GG. You know, I think Kozmonot just could do no wrong in that game. His eco was just completely untouched. He boomed like it was nobody's business. His upgrades were in. The Jean Bays were getting snipes. I think we just saw why going skirms on this map is maybe not a great option. It's just too defensive. And it's a liability offensively. If you move out too far with skirms and then Cav can jump on you, and then you have to fall back. So felt like he spent a lot of time reacting. He also went for full attack, full armor, and early ballistics on the skirms. It was just so much investment into it so early. And then Kozmonot didn't get ballistics, and even at this point, he just went for TCs and eco. So Kozmonot played well, and now he's feeling better about how the first game went. We have ourselves a series. More of every resource there for Cosmonaut. And that's what I mean. If the game goes beyond Castle Age, I think that that's maybe where Cosmonaut shines. Monoz is really good at like big commitment in Castle, which worked in game 1. The big army commitment didn't work in game 2. This is going to be fun, all right? This is going to be fun because Monoz has got his number 1 civ. And like I said, Monoz finally has a map again where he can really commit and make it messy early. The Woo, so we've seen what? Every single civ, like we've seen 3 out of the 5 new DLC civilizations so far in this series. The Woo are insane here. They're so good. So this is one of the best maps for Men-at-Arms because you can kind of attack and damage everywhere, and it's really open. Players will have to eventually move off of these tiny wood lines to the outside, and there's just a lot to manage there, right? So you can hit here, you can hit there, and then the Woo infantry regenerates. So that regenerating means that you can't just like slowly use a couple skirms or 1 or 2 archers to eventually kill off the men-at-arms, because they can just click away and they can come back in a minute or 2 and bam, they ruin you. So it changes the approach. Cosmonaut has gone for Armenians. Cosmonaut has a civ. If he wants to go infantry, he could actually get upgrades 1 age earlier. So we could actually see feudal age longswords, which I think isn't that troll here. Because the other aspect is anytime there's buildings on cracked terrain, they go down faster against military buildings. Against military units. So they receive more damage. So, by the way, if there's any scripters out there, any scripting nerds, anybody, you don't have to say anything. I was just thinking, I think I would like to see, because everyone's got all these different map ideas, right? And people are coming up with new things here or there. But the thing that we don't see changed much is the type of terrain. Like, normally it just looks a certain way and it doesn't actually affect the game. I think this type of terrain is really undervalued. I would like to see some maps utilize this because it makes for aggression being a little bit more viable. So if there are any scripting nerds out there, maybe think about it. I really hate that people are saying this map looks like assless chaps. I really hate it. I hate that we come up with a new map and then some idiot just ruins it for us. This looks nothing like that. Okay? So you can laugh because you guys are all funny guys, but no, it's evacuation, okay? A Cosmonaut, he knows he's going to be pressured by men-at-arms, so he's starting to get those walls down towards the shoreline at least. And he's got the mule carts, and the mule carts can lead to a lot of extra efficiency on these wood lines. Cosmonaut is teamed with the guy who created the thing. And the thing was, I mean, I didn't have a name for it, so I just called it that. But the thing was the strategy where Dragonstar full walled to prevent from man-at-arms, and he even walled back here, and then he went double dock galleys. And you can use the mule carts to move around to all the resources in here. It's a lot of walling, though. That's a lot of villager time to wall. It's just really tough. Monoz has won the Great Cow War again. So 6 cows are here. He's got 900 food. There's a couple extra cows coming in from Cosmonaut. He did try and get the cows out here, but he did not find as many. And that's a really big aspect of this map. Hey, since chat is being immature, I can be immature too. You ready? Hey, look, chat, it's your mom. Found your mom. See? Look, we're the same age now. Funny, right? Oh, man, that's so hilarious. Oh, jeez. Got him. Freaking got him. Oh. Sorry, maybe I went a little too far. I feel bad. I feel like I went too far. Thank you, Ibo, for the 5 gifted. Before I made fun of his mom, he gifted the subs, so. No more subs over the rest of the stream now. What have I done? It is funny. Like, every time, like, when we're having a serious discussion on why our scene is so great, one of the factors that people bring up is, like, it's because we're so mature, right? It's like, everyone's old, everyone appreciates things. We have, like, an attention span. You know, we don't click away from things after 10 seconds. We're so mature. And then, and then, and then we have moments like this. And Cosmonot's looking for that barracks right now. Ooh, he doesn't see it. I mean, he knows there should be one. That's the point of the early walls. He has his own barracks here, too. What about Monoz? Does Monoz see it? Monoz hasn't really scouted as well, probably because he was going cow hunting. There's a lot to do on this map. He does have the lumber camp out here. Ooh, he missed this wood line, and he missed this wood line. So this is a tiny little nugget of wood. It's not ideal. Monoz also didn't see the walls, guys. So he doesn't know that that is there. There is a way to go through, but he could run into the TC, and now here comes Cosmonot. Cosmonot's scouting's been much better. Look at how much scouting he has. Look how bad that wood line is for Monoz, too. Also scouted the outside, so he knows where some of those wood lines are. Yeah, Monoz finds out right now that the walls are up. So that wastes a little bit of time, right? Could have gone to the left, but instead he went to the right. Remember, there's still going to be the potential for water, but that's a little too difficult to focus on right now. And then the archers are on the way for Kozmonot. He knows he is to evacuate. Sorry, no, that's what I would normally say, but he's not evacuating because he has a mule cart. And he's killing the scout for Monoz because Monoz is losing stuff over here. He actually ends up saving a Vil. I could tell. Sorry, didn't show it, but you could tell he was like clicking back a lot there. So they both end up losing their scout. So I guess that's pretty even. Just because you have a mule cart doesn't mean this is ideal. But with no scout, Monoz is just going to assume there's going to be Vils out here. And there's not. Evacuate? I think not. Here come the men-at-arms. It's very close to the TC. Monoz is busy right now looking at water. I heard some dinging on the water. Getting pushed off the gold hurts. You do not want to be even just pushed off this gold for a second, because then you can't get to your upgrades, like fletching, for example, or fire galleys, even repairs. All of this costs gold, and Cosmonot knows it. This is a really good opening for Cosmonot so far. And Monoz, it's just the difference has been he found the cows, he found your mom, but then he didn't find everything else. That's why I'm so obsessed with this map, is scouting is so key. You cannot just assume things. It's also why I'm obsessed with the mule cart idea. Yeah, look, Monoz is like, where is he? It's called evacuation. Where is he? Haven't found him anywhere. Man-at-arms still lingering, still around here. Monoz is out here, and he dropped a tower. And he will move out here to take the berries. Spearmen now looking for those man-at-arms before they come back. Archers have not moved forward for anybody yet. And Cosmonot is waiting for that strong follow-up. Hasn't happened yet. And Fire Galley comes in from Monoz. He's got two of them with a third in production. So Monoz might win water, and he has two docks. So that's a really good opportunity for Monoz here. And now his turn to hit the gold. He gets the blocks in, gets the villager kill. That's really nice. And look at the wood situation for Cosmonot. Guys, normally you have a mill here. And then after you have the mill, you can use your wood to build farms. He never went out there. He did not build a mill yet. He's got 600 wood. I think it's bad enough you need to build a mill on the crack terrain here just so you can build farms. He's going to run out of food. Now, Monoz, he has some work cut out for him here because fletching is in for the archers. Monoz is about to run out of res, and Monoz can't build a tower on his gold because he built the tower out here. So he's evacuating. And he needs more army to defend from this. Men-at-arms come back to the wood line now. I don't think Monoz even knew this was here. Okay. Just passing? Just passing? He's like, oh. Oh, okay. He's going back. Again, has a lot to look at. They're still looking at water. Monoz is definitely going to win water now. And Monoz has very nice resources, but the ranged unit situation's a little bit awkward. He doesn't have a lot of offensive power with his army. It's just skirms. And he gets a Vil pick. And Monoz clearly more comfortable on this map in terms of the transitions. I mean, he's done such a good job at spending his resources. The 600 wood for Kozmonot is alarming. I'm surprised. Would have expected him to be better in that regard, but I think it just hurt him. He didn't have the mill. I think he'll do it now. He didn't want the mill anywhere else, but being late to farms and not having fish right now is painful. And Monoz can add more fish if he wants to. Monoz did lose another villager here. Cosmonot's going to kill the boar. And Monoz will drop a tower there. And Monoz is on the way up. Damn. That is crazy uptime. But, I mean, is his army enough? Because he doesn't have upgrades right now. I feel like with no upgrades, this could potentially be an issue. He used a lot on gold, for example. And there's some weak villagers here. And he doesn't have a tower. He doesn't have any protection. He wants a tower. But he towered... He towered here instead to protect the berries. And as Monoz defends there, the archers are coming in on this side. And Monoz didn't react right away. That should be at least one villager. Should be more than that. That's 2 villagers down. And he's pushed off gold. So, not exactly as Monoz would have drawn it up. But it just feels like maybe Kozmonot was a little late to balancing out the eco. Very late to Castle Age. And Monoz will just drop a tower. And... in the previous game, we had Jean Bay. This game, we have... shoot, I forgot the name of them. Jean Swordsman. Different type... Jean spelled differently, you know? I think first one was X-I-A-N, and now we got J-I-A-N. Chat's gonna call him John, but... point is that unit is perfect for this map because you can just get them into all the little nooks and crannies that are going to be open, run underneath the TC. See what I mean? Monoz has kept these units alive, and they'll regen a little bit faster in the next stage as well. Like, these can always come back. I love how he's kept these alive. To be fair, that's been the exact same with Cosmonot, but his units don't regen. And Monoz actually looks like he lost a little bit of his control on water, which is interesting. I mean, barely. Those ships are weak. And Monoz runs in with the man-at-arm that has armor against 2 archers. Should kill 1. Has the skirms here too. Has Jean Swordsman on the way. And this eco is wide open, man. Wide open. This unit here, 6 pierce armor. Will receive 1 damage a hit, and it regens. So best of luck to you here, Cosmonot. I don't think you really have what it takes to deal with this. Might not look like he should be able to tank a bunch of arrows, but he can. And the villagers are exposed, and Monoz bounces back. Yeah, just a really good build. So, it's hard to tell. We were making jokes, and I was doing streamer things, but like, there's so much multitasking off a man-at-arms build. You need to build your barracks. You need to expand your eco out here. You need to build up on water. You need to transition into range units. You need to have your eco upgrades. You need to get to the proper amounts of gold. You need to get your blacksmith upgrades. You need to add the farms. And the farms was the key. Cosmonot did not think about the farms. Now, it was kind of cool for a little bit how Monoz went out here and there was nothing. Like, that was pretty cool. But I think using the mule cart here is not that bad. But you need a mill. I think had he just milled here, he had 600 wood. Just milled and then added farms like way earlier. I think his farming eco is better. His castle age time is decent. And then maybe he's got chances. But Monoz pretty much seemed like he kept the momentum that whole game. Even though he didn't get the kills. It was just the eco buildup, the food count. And you make it to Castle Age on that map with Jean Swordsman, you will win. So, yeah, well played. Monoz ties it up. Feels like we're going to get 5 games, guys. I could be very wrong, but I would expect Cosmonot's next map to be a good one for him. And then game 5 on Zong, most likely. So, game 4. Let's see if this back and forth series continues. And Kozmonot goes for the Italians. And Monoz had 2 options I felt realistic here. One was Vietnamese. The other one was Jurchens. I kind of thought he was going to play the Jurchens here, but I don't hate the Vietnamese. Now, this is Acropolis, but it's water Acropolis. More specifically, water that has deep fish Acropolis, which If I were to use this again in a tournament, I'd probably remove this. But we tend to see players fighting over this pond. We have some really tight, really fast feudal builds to try and do some damage. On water, take the fish, and then transition into land. Now, I've seen people get away with just skipping that, but most of the players seem to be factoring that into their builds, and I think that's part of why Cosmonot has gone for the Italians here. Cheap fishing ships and cheaper to go to the next stage. Now, my feeling is if you do compete for water, you normally go for an archer opening behind it because you're on wood and gold. So you go 1 or 2 fire galleys, and then you're still on wood and gold, so then you go into archers. That could work well for the Italian bonuses here. Beyond that, you just have to adapt based on the situation. So far, Cosmonot is pushing in a deer, and he's scouting the bottom with the sheep. So we push some fixes here to this map to make things spawn more consistently with wood lines. And it actually makes it way more open than it was last year, let's say. These wood lines are tiny little nuggets. You do have, I think this is technically 2 wood lines that connected, but yeah, you can see very easy to pressure on this map. So I would not expect players to, I would not expect this to be a very long game. And actually, that could be really good for Monoz, because Monoz, I think when the TCs start to drop down, that's where he falls off a little bit. It's like all before that, he can get a really nice push going. Both players will probably be pushing in deer to get to feudal age as quickly as possible. Monoz bringing the villager to the middle now, and getting loom. Him getting loom is interesting. This makes me think he's trying to deny his opponent's dock, which would be a pretty epic play, because you know the Italians are going to be out here. And usually players are just sitting here, and they're building their own dock, and then they go home. But yeah. Look at this. He's going to dock the other side, and if he sees the vill, yeah, he's waiting for that. That's real smart. I like that. I like that a lot. That is a very Monoz thing. And now you could just lurk here and you can wait. Cosmonot will not want loom. People are like really, really intense on holding off on that upgrade in Dark Age because you're then down a vill. But I think you've got to do it. I assume he also saw the vill was loomed. And now he's going to try, and he needs to sneak around. And Monoz is taking the shorefish there. And, yep, he walls in the vill, and he sees the movement of the deer. Yeah, he saw the deer move, and he knows the vill is there. And he thought about fighting it off. The scout comes from the other side now. You can't do anything here, Monoz. I love the idea. But Cosmonot adapted well to this. And Cosmonot just gets his own dock up. Monoz will go back to the shorefish. Scouts can't fight if the villagers have loom. Monoz never brought in these 2 sheep. That could be a factor here. There's not a lot of food on this map. That is the same for Cosmonot, but Cosmonot knows the sheep are there. Monoz did have the fishing ships out a little bit faster. There's also some extra deer in the middle. And they are both pushing the deer back to get that one last little push of food before the craziness in feudal age here. Yo, Budler, thanks so much, man. Thanks so much. All right, Maja, let's have a little bit of fun. I will poll chat on this. Maja says, congratulations. The year is 2035, and you have elected to upload your consciousness to AOE2 Ultra HD Definitive Edition. You are now a new civilization. What is the name of your unique unit, and what bonuses does it have? Honestly, I'm gonna have to rely on Twitch chat for this. I'm not in a creative mood. Go ahead, chat. Have at it. You see how fast Cosmonot is up here? That's a crazy build, man. That might just be the Italian bonuses. He has not had as many... He has not brought in as many resources, and he is still up quick. And so there's not a lot of food in the middle, but there's still enough food to potentially fight over, plus the shorefish. And as expected, He's probably thinking about a fire galley and then some archers here. Hasn't even invested into the mining camp because that would be too much wood investment. And would delay things on water here. Ooh, also, if you're in feudal age faster, you can get the kill on the scout. But Monoz knows what's up. Monoz will bring his villager over. And Monoz will probably just park that scout in the middle of the wood line. Yep. It's rare enough where you don't see it all the time. But it's exactly what you need to do there if you're Monoz. Smart play. And Monoz will know fire galley will be out. He will know that water will be weird. But he should still fight back with it. The scout is a little bit weaker right now. Both getting hits. Monoz still needs to back up. Cosmonot's micro is really nice there. And archer range for Monoz. But the archer range is a little bit faster for Cosmonot. It's like the timing on the numbers, both on water and on land, will be ever so slightly faster. The HP on the scout, also slightly stronger here. Also, that fire galley's not doing any damage. It's getting blocked by the dock. That is getting blocked by the dock. The corner of the dock, and Cosmonot doesn't realize it. That's a big deal. He hasn't been doing any damage there. And now he's behind on the HP here. And now he needs to pull back. I think Monoz is thinking about blocking him. He'll pull back. He'll go for repair. The other fire galley's out. Now he's fine. And now Monoz will try and repair as well. And he'll block with his fishing ships. Both scouts are around. Archer might come to the middle as well. Villagers are hammering. Fishing ships will go down. They still have to do everything else. Archer's now here to take the repairville. This is great from Kozmonot, but can he consistently get the repairs? It's not even really about killing the fish. You're going to kill the fish anyways. You got to keep your fires around. You got to keep these fires alive. Oh, and can he get the save? Oh, he's trying. He also brings the scout for the repairville. He needs to repair his fire, though. Fire's being weird. Monoz loses the Vil. There is not a new fire on the way for Kozmonot, and there is for Monoz right now. Crazy, crazy times. But with no repair villager... Well, he can block, actually, with the fishing ship. This is pretty close. Really, it comes down to, have they transitioned into farms? Yes, okay, we've got farms here. We have 0 farms here. Remember, no sheep. Like, what's their economy look like? For Monoz, I think it looks pretty good. At least at first glance. Now, if the archers from Kozmonot get in somewhere, that'll be a problem. Monoz is still at home with no fletching on his archers. But the additional fire galley production means he will probably win water now. Unless that one goes down. And maybe Kozmonot can stabilize it. But I feel like more than anything, Kozmonot wants to sneak these archers. Monoz doesn't have fletching. His blacksmith is going up so casual compared to Kozmonot. If Kozmonot just goes to the wood line, he can win the game right now. Does he have the confidence to just get there and go there? Neither player has the scout. There he is. Monoz is dropping a tower. The tower will be a little late, though. That will be at least 1 villager down. Should be 2. Maybe not. Monoz is getting fletching now. It's still 15 seconds away. That was a nice raid from Kozmonot. It's a really nice raid. Also, there's armor is in as well for Kozmonot. That's interesting. So we'll see how the Italian bonus pays off with the additional armor. And Kozmonot, even though he's kind of lost the water a little bit, it's not really that important. Now he's added the farms. Has a T90 farm in there, so I appreciate this guy. That's fine. Woodline's protected. Woodline's walled in. We're back in game number 1 now. Archer battle. Big archer battle. But Monoz has walked over to stone so he can build another tower. That's really nice call, actually. So what ends up happening, guys, is once this tower's up, Monoz doesn't necessarily need to stay at his base anymore. He has a tower on the wood line. He has a tower on the gold. He might counterattack immediately. Kozmonot thinks that Monoz is always reacting to him, but this is how you get the opportunity to counter. This is so sick. That's so good. That is so smart. It's immediate, too. He doesn't even think about it. Doesn't take any time. Now, there are still vulnerabilities, obviously, but, like, their vulnerabilities in areas you don't really care about as much. You can just pull off the berries. We'll see where Cosmonaut goes. Remember, Monoz lost his scout, though. So, he doesn't know that there's a tower here. He doesn't know about anything, really. He sees the tower now. Cosmonaut might also see the archers. Cosmonaut does see the archers, and now he pulls off the berries. Now Cosmonaut sees the tower, and now Mono sees the archers. God, they're both playing so good. And he pulls away. And Cosmonaut... Okay, has a villager. That guy, he can't see a doctor. He's dead. But Cosmonaut will wall this up real quick. They're both in the same scenario where they just had to pull a bunch more to gold. The difference is that Cosmonaut had the wood to build a market. And he'll wall a little bit. And with that additional gold, obviously, he will probably buy and sell some res here. Also, there's a lot more archers for Cosmonaut, so his position is definitely superior. He's just taking down a farm right now. And he does have 6 archers inside of his TC. Monoz clicks up to Castle Age. Market completes for Cosmonaut. Cosmonaut buys a little bit of food. Cosmonaut would be on the way to Castle Age. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Great game. Sheep are being eaten down. Woodlines maybe need a new lumber camp for Cosmonaut. This is going to be, I think, double range. Double range and ballistics, right? How much do we have on wood for Cosmonaut? 14. For Monoz, he's got 9, it says. Needs more on wood right now. He doesn't have a market. So I think not having a market here really puts Monoz in an awkward spot to balance things out. For Cosmonaut, he could just buy and sell wood as needed to get ballistics in the university. It's also cheaper for the Italians as well. Let's not forget about that. Wait, no. Is that... No, wrong... No. I'm right. Sorry. Malians is faster. I confused it for a second in my head. Hero, what's up? Is finally catching a stream after many years. Well, welcome, Hero. You will find that there are other new people here today as well. Funny how that works out. 18 archers for Cosmonaut. He wants to send it to a 5th game. And he is moving forward really confidently right now until he sees Castle Age. So you can run forward for about 30 seconds and then you have to back away. Because you have the bigger army. Yep, you move forward and now you back away. So you've given yourself a little bit more space and time to retreat. That's a good move. University should be on the way. There it is. There it is for Monoz as well. Vietnamese do have more HP on their ranged units. That's a bonus I keep forgetting to mention. And now Cosmonaut... Okay, he loses 1 unit. He's getting his upgrades. His woodline will be pressured, but he is on the hill here. And he's got a big enough group where I think things feel a little awkward for Monoz. Also realizing every time we're seeing archers from Cosmonaut, he goes full armor, like right away. He did the same with the shoe. I don't know what's going on with these guys, though. Hello? 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 You have a death wish? Yeah, that was rough. Clearly, they just got forgotten there, but he had the army lead. Now he's building a TC on this woodline. And now he's moving forward to counterattack. Monoz is going to panic here. Because Monoz doesn't see the villagers and he doesn't see the army. So he has to think, where will I take damage? And keep a really close eye on this. Seems to be looping back over to where the crossbows are about to hit. He'll see them. Does he react or does he counterattack here? He kills a crossbow there. The tower defends. There's an HP advantage there for Monoz. Numbers are the same. Both have ballistics. And Cosmonaut is going to use the 2 units on the front to try and dodge. Monoz will focus fire the units from the group behind. That's a fine engagement for Cosmonaut. I think it'll end up being 50-50 in the end. I think the additional armor really makes a difference here, guys. Obviously, he got the... they both got the upgrades, actually, but... Italians have that little boost in that regard. That +1 extra armor. And the second TC being up for Cosmonaut is definitely a factor to consider. As we see the third range for Monoz. So it's going to be 3 range production. It's going to be 2 range production for Cosmonaut. Could easily snowball out of control and just become a crossbow microfest. Monoz actually has good enough eco to consider skirmishers. I'm not sure that that's the case for Cosmonaut, because Cosmonaut has 6 on food. And Cosmonaut will probably want to add in Siege. A Siege Workshop right where this army is could be really strong. And he's going to build it right there now. And so will Monoz. Yeah, it's a repeat of game number 1. Crazy. Crazy stuff. Monoz actually has food eco, so Thumbring is maybe doable. He goes for Handcart now, which is a pretty crazy thing to get. Did he get Thumbring already? No, he didn't get Thumbring. Thumbring would be really nice for the extra firing speed. I mean, I'm a big fan of getting the cheap Handcart with Vietnamese, but I would really like to see Thumbring get an advantage in the Archer War here. So it's the same thing as the tower before, guys. Now that there's a defensive siege workshop, Monoz thinks, I've got a tower and a siege workshop. I don't need to be here anymore. So I can move forward. And so now Cosmonaut has to be kind of aware that that army could come to his base somewhere. This is where an outpost could be really helpful. And Town Watch, but he just doesn't have food eco. Speaking of, Town Watch for Monoz. That's not because he got housed. That's because he knows vision is huge here. He doesn't know where that army's going to go. And, oh, it's such a good find. This is so good. This is such a good find. Cosmonaut reacts. Cosmonaut didn't know where to go, guys. He saw the tower. He saw the siege workshop. He did not know where to go. He was chasing that army down. And Monoz finds the pickoffs. Monoz has the momentum now. And Monoz will run to the hill. And this is just, oh, so annoying for Cosmonaut because he has to chase this down. It's the last thing you want to do. There's a lot of exposed eco everywhere. And now I'd like to see Monoz expand his eco a little bit. Maybe think about a second town center on a lower wood line. Down here would be really good. Cosmonaut will lose another Vil. Now he's getting Town Watch. He will drop his own tower. We could actually see Guard Tower as a play for both players again. And yeah, the tower won't complete in time. This is so good for Monoz. He knows now that Cosmonaut is chasing. Both players were trying to take control, so the opponent is reacting to them. Up to this point, it's been pretty much even. But now Monoz has all the time in the world. It's so much easier to play the game when you're the one being chased like this. But nice shot from Cosmonaut. Still has the villager lead. Still can move back to that gold. Still can finish that tower. Still has this TC. Still had the TC way faster than Monoz, but the pressure's on for Cosmonaut. He is Cosmonaut going to have a chance in... Okay, well, never mind. I got the opening part of the sentence, and then I wasn't really exactly sure how to finish it. Maybe I shouldn't Cosmonaut even try it, you know? That didn't make it any better. That TC spot is wild for Monoz. I mean, it does give you vision and protection, but town centering next to a siege workshop is dangerous. I think if he had the vision on this wood line, he would have built one down here, but he never saw that. This could have been an option as well, but of course, that's where the army's going to be coming in too. So that's why Monoz has to TC more to the north. Where's the outpost guy? Outpost guy, are you here? Someone said, why don't we see more outposts? We have Town Watch and we have outposts now. We did have an outpost from Cosmonaut, but I think he also could use an outpost here too. And another TC. Yikes. All going down right in the middle. This is the battlefield now. And Monoz knew the army would be coming this direction. Great game sense. Just such good game sense. Obviously lost his army over on the left. Would feel natural for Cosmonaut to come this direction. And now Cosmonaut's just going to move out of here. An imp? What? Monoz is going Imperial Age. That's crazy that he got the resources for that. But he's going to be under pressure. Obviously, if he can even just get Bracer on his range units in Imp, that can win in the game. So if you're close, it's worth it. He just needs to hold now. He needs to shift his entire thinking. This is no longer a raid game. You need to hold and keep the fights 50-50. And if the fights are 50-50, you can win with Bracer. And obviously, from what we know, Cosmonaut needs his engagements to be perfect now. He needs the siege snowball to happen. Look at this. This feels like a micro scenario. There is a micro scenario that is very similar in what you start with in one of the levels. 3 mangonels and a bunch of crossbows. It's like the opening... I don't know if it's a mission, the opening stage. Not sure how much of my chat has played this scenario I'm talking about. But one of the classic ones, it starts like this, but you just don't have eco. Monoz is just taking his time here. 50 seconds till he's an imp. The way to punish here if you're Cosmonaut is you pressure the TC, but Monoz has great micro, so you can't exactly just send your mangonels forward here. You're always seeing defensive mangonels. So easy to make a mistake. Remember, it's cheaper for the Italians to go imp as well, right? It's like, if anyone's going to go fast imp, you would expect the Italians. Big shot there from Monoz. Cosmonaut will feel like he wants one back, and Cosmonaut will see imp, and he's not going to believe it. That's a crazy imp time for Monoz. And guys, he has more crossbows, and he has Bracer. Monoz can win the game right here. I don't know about placing the castle right now, Monoz. That might be a little extreme. Maybe wait till you take some fights first. But Cosmonaut will be at a big disadvantage, and he loses his mangonel. And he loses his mangonel again! The micro for Monoz is so good, guys. So good. Another attack round for Monoz. That's 3 in a row. That's before the crossbows even matter. And now, Monoz is going to run forward. He's going to drop a castle on the siege workshop. He's got imp upgrades on crossbows that have more HP. And he says, hello. And he's going to be saying goodbye as well. Both the TCs are beneath this castle. If this castle goes up, Cosmonaut is screwed, and he calls the GG. Well played from Monoz there, man. That's what Monoz can do. I think in the more boomy games, like Jungle Swamp, that's where you start to see the more economic side fall off a little bit. But his pressure in Castle Age is crazy, particularly with crossbows. Just like crossbows and siege is so good. And again, Cosmonaut hit all the timings in this game. Cosmonaut was in feudal age faster. Where is it? He was in feudal age faster. He had the fire galleys out a little bit faster. He had cheaper university upgrades. Like there's things that looked better for him. But Monoz had a really good economy this game for what it was. Going imp there's crazy, especially when you're later to the TCs. So well played to Monoz. Cosmonaut is still in Silver League. He's in the 10K Silver League next year. That's awesome for him. But Monoz moves on. Monoz could potentially squeak into gold. So I'll pull up the bracket. We can review that. But again, better KD there for Monoz. Better eco management. And definitely better micro, right? According to this, Monoz isn't as fast as Cosmonaut is. I'd say they're pretty close. But yeah, really good player.